What's up, guys? It is time for a February haul. This is not supposed to be this big, but I got a ton of gifts from a friend. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I'm gonna set this down. So, let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome back to Geek City. Make sure to let me know what you guys picked up this February. This is not supposed to be huge, but just today I got some gifts. I also have an omnibus that's messed up. We'll show that here. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with the single issues. So first up we have a reprint. And this is the thing where Marvel DC will reprint classic iconic stories. So here is Green Lantern and Green Arrow. And this is the first appearance of John Stewart. Obviously, this is a reprint. I actually got this early. I got it a day before it released because it came out this Wednesday, but I got it Tuesday. You know, because I'm just like that. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Again, it's cool to read these classic stories. And this isn't like cringy Golden Age, because a lot of Golden Age is obviously bad. You know, just kind of super outdated. But since this is, I guess, newer in a sense. Obviously not new, but like not as old. It's not as bad. But it is, again, cool to see old, you know, commercials and the stuff that was out at the time and how much comics have changed. See, they had stuff like this in almost all these issues. So there's that first one. We have two Titans books here. We got issue 6. This was a tie-in for Beast Wars, or Beast World, or whatever it was called. And then here's issue 8. I also got this one a day early. I actually posted a video about it. I'm trying to collect all the Titan books, because it's like one that I've been able to consistently keep up with. I have all of the issues except for 5 and 7. Need to pick those up one day. So here they are. This next one I'm super happy I was able to pick up. This is Suicide Squad Kill Arkham Asylum. This is the tie-in to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. It's a prequel comic. There's 5. It's a mini-series. This one was pretty good. A Arkham character that's actually been around for a while dies. I don't know, you can guess who that is. I'm not going to spoil. I'm actually intrigued where this is going to go. From the game, it looks like this is the first time those 4 members have met, but now it seems like that, you know, they're going to end up meeting. But it's basically they're putting them through some tests to decide if they're going to, you know, be fit for the squad. So since it says Kill Arkham Asylum, I wonder if the test is them going to be running around Arkham Asylum killing inmates. That'd be, interesting. I don't know how people would feel about, you know, more Arkham characters dying in the Suicide Squad stuff. So this next few are pretty cool. The Beast World books. I had issue 1, and I didn't get the others, but now I have them all. I didn't buy the tie-ins. The tie-ins were there at my comic shop, but I was like, I don't need them. I'll just wait for the trades to come out. So here's Titans Beast World issue 2. This was a fun event. I liked it. I don't think it was great or anything. Nothing like crazy, but you know, it was interesting to see DC characters turning into animals. So it was fun. I liked it. Again, not going to go down in history as like one of the greatest DC events ever. But I mean, I enjoyed it. A lot of cool characters showed up in here. It's cool to see that with this, after Dawn of DC, you know, Titans have kind of become major characters. Here's issue 4. I've really enjoyed Dawn of DC. It's over now. Dawn of DC is officially over. Now we're back to just these books, but still, it was really good. I liked it a lot. Great artwork. Love the designs of these Titans. This Titan series has been really good. I love Tom Taylor, so I mean, that's not a surprise. He's a great writer. So yeah, there's those 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. And then again, I already owned 1. Then we have Ultimate Spider-Man. I love the original Ultimate Spider-Man, so I'm so glad to see that they decided to bring it back. I know we're getting, I think Ultimate Black Panther just came out, and then we're getting an Ultimate, or I think it might be Ultimate Avengers, I don't know, yeah, something like that. This first issue was interesting because, like, at first I was like, this is kind of weird. I don't know what they're doing here. But, the ending's interesting. So it's basically this universe where, like, Peter was supposed to be more, but it's like, we find out that, you know, this version of Peter is, you know, supposed to be a Spider-Man. Almost like that, like Ben Parker's still alive. So it's almost that canon event type thing where it's like, since there's no, you know, death, he's been happy. He's not Spider-Man. So that's interesting. It shows, it's cool to see, like, you know, Peter Parker would be happy if he wasn't Spider-Man, but, you know, great power comes great responsibility. Then we have two White Knight books. There's, like, 4 of these, because there's the Beyond White Knight, and then that Harley Quinn tie-in. I never finished this. I've read it before. I love it. It's really good. I've gotten super busy. We got, you know, obviously a lot to read this month, so I haven't really had time to finish this one. And I've read it before, so I mean, but yeah, it's really good. I've always liked this series, and, you know, it went on for a while. You know, they really turned this into a huge event. Because here's the sequel right here. So next, these are all from a friend. As I said, this is the biggest chunk of the haul this year. Just got these today. First up is Watchmen. I've read this before, and it's obviously a critically acclaimed book, and I don't know, just never really gotten into it. Now, I'm glad I was eventually planning on getting it anyway, because it's like, you know, one of those books that everybody needs to own. I've just never gotten it, because, like, I don't know, you know, it's still cool to own, because, like, you know, it's a classic. It's considered one of the best comics of all time. And I get why a lot of people think that. I just personally do not, you know, love it very much. It's not my style, but I need to reread it again because it's been a while, so maybe I'll, you know, enjoy it more. And then we have Doomsday Clock, which I enjoyed a lot. This is much more my alley. It's written by Jeff Johns, who is one of my favorite writers, and Gary Frank is one of my favorite artists, so you put that together. So this is the sequel to Watchmen, in a way. A lot of people consider it that. It's basically, this was supposed to be a huge event where they were, like, bringing in Watchmen to the DC Universe, but this book was so delayed, they just kind of forgot about it. Like, it was supposed to be a huge part about, like, a huge rebirth thing. Like, they set it up. They had that whole, the Button event. So basically, it's Watchmen coming into the DC Universe, so a ton of DC characters appear in here. So I prefer this one. This is more my style of writing, not as, you know, metaphorical. I guess I don't really know how to say it. But I liked this one a lot. Most people obviously prefer Watchmen, but I just think, you know, this one I enjoyed a little more. More my thing. But still, but yeah. This book was supposed to be a huge big deal. They were going to bring Watchmen into the DC Universe. That was kind of the idea here, but then it got so delayed by that. No one really cared anymore. So these two I already own, but now I have an extra copy of them both. Long Halloween and Dark Victory. This copy is actually in better condition than mine, so I'm, you know, glad I got a new one. I was probably going to get one anyway, because, like, mine was starting to... I've had my copies for a while now, so I was planning. Those are the old versions. They were like the 2014. I think these are the newest printing of the trade paperbacks, so that's good. Here's the Dark Victory. I'm not going to talk about these books a lot because I think I've talked about them so much on this channel. They're obviously, you know, great books. I love them a lot. Some of my favorite Batman books. Then we got the trilogy, the Dark Knight Returns trilogy. So, the first one of the best Batman comics of all time. Though I think it's a little overrated, I still, you know, it's one of the best Batman comics of all time. You know, I like it a lot. Although the artwork's not really my style, I still think it's a great story. And that is what matters the most. Great story. Such a great way to, you know, celebrate Batman. And then Frank Miller pulled a Frank Miller and wrote whatever Dark Knight Strikes Again is. This is some of the worst artwork I've seen in a comic book ever. And I was like, did he run out of time? Like, this is awful. This is genuinely terrible. It's not good at all. I don't know if it was supposed to be stylized, but it's not good. I don't know what like this one, although the artwork's not for me, I still think it's good. It's just a different style. I don't really know what's going on here. This is just not good. But then Master Race is the newest version. This came out pretty recently, I think, like last few years. And I haven't read it yet, but I've heard it's actually pretty good. I mean, as you can tell, it's a more modern version, a little more modernized artwork. Still that good old Frank Miller artwork, just with better colors, I think. So yeah, I've never read this. I've heard it's pretty good. It's a pretty good sequel to Dark Knight Returns. So I'll need to make sure to check this out once I finish my other books. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So those are all my books that were given to me. And now we got 2 omnibuses. One of these is really messed up. That one is the Ultimates. But I'm glad the omnibus that was messed up was this one. Because this omnibus sucked. I'm just dude, okay, so out of the 4 like original Ultimate series, which was the Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Fantastic Four, and Ultimate X-Men, those were the original 4 lines. They're all great except for this one. A lot of people don't like Mark Miller's edginess, and usually I don't mind it. I love Ultimate X-Men, which he wrote, but this is going too far. This was awful, bro. And the reason it's so jacked up is because Amazon gave it to me, and sometimes they can be a little, that whole thing is messed up. And then you can hear that? See that? That means the book is, that happened to my Ultimate X-Men. I need to get a new copy of Ultimate X-Men, because that one's also... See, look at that. We don't like seeing that. We don't. But luckily it's for an omnibus that I will probably never read again, because... And there's literally tape there. I don't know what they sent me. And the pages are still sticking together sometimes. Like, this is a dinged up copy. But, again, it's for a book that was awful. So, it's fine. Like Janice in, like, Ant-Man and the Wasp, he's, like, abusive. He literally puts her in a vacuum machine with a bunch of, like, ants, and she's, like, in the hospital from it. And then the dialogue is awful. Like, I haven't read Ultimates 2, but I read the first part, and then this is, like, one of the only omnibuses. I think maybe the only one, most likely. I don't stop reading comics, because, I finish it, and then I'm like, okay, that wasn't very good, or okay, that was incredible. I try to read it all. This is one of those rare times I was like, alright, we're done here. This is not good. This is not good. It was just awful. It was like terrible. Terrible, terrible stuff. And here it is right here, the stuff with the abuse. So here it is, like they're biting each other, and then he shrinks down, and he uses bug spray. Jeez, like, what are you doing? Just to hide under the bed. And so he freaking grabs a vacuum cleaner, and it's like, what was he doing? The artwork's good, but the writing is not. Now, speaking of books with good writing, Green Lantern by the Geoff Johns, one of the best writers in my opinion. This is easily the best Green Lantern run. I love, a lot of great Green Lantern runs out there, like Kyle Rayner, the Green Lantern Ron Mars one with Kyle Rayner. I really liked, but this takes the cake. And that's not just my biasness towards, Geoff Johns, because obviously I love Geoff Johns. This is just a good book. It really explores Hal Jordan, because this is, after all, the Parallax stuff, and that, not a great era for the boy Hal Jordan, but, this is a great book that it just really explores his past, and a ton of characters appear in here, a ton of great action scenes, that it just feels cinematic. It feels like I'm watching a movie while reading this. Such great character moments. And again, it's Geoff Johns, so I had a feeling it was going to be great. And I'd heard great things. And that's a beautiful sprite right there. Look at that. You can see right there. That's cool. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to let me know what you guys got for February in the comments. Make sure to like this video, subscribe if you have not already, turn on notifications, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.